Today we are going to go through a gentle grounding yoga to find inner strength and inner peace. So grab your mat and get ready to begin. Kia ora, and welcome to Asana with Jess. Starting in our Sukhasana, our easy pose. Legs crossed in the middle of your mat. Hands on the knees. Palms facing up to radiate good energy. Taking some deep inhales into the belly. Setting your intentions for today's practice. Placing your hands underneath you, tilting your head to the right, providing a deep stretch down the left neck. Breathing into all those tight spots. Taking a deep inhale through the nostrils and tilting your head to the left this time, providing a deep stretch down the right side. As you exhale, make sure to breathe out any negative energies that no longer serve you. Embracing the deep stretch. Inhale, and on the exhale, bring your head back to center and gently tip your head forward, bringing a deep stretch to the back of the neck. Keep your spine straight and neutral and keep your shoulders back. Gently lift your head back to center and slowly tip it back, looking up towards the sky. When you are ready, very slowly bring your head back up and begin to roll your head around in circles. Now change direction, rolling your head the other way. Returning to center. Plant your right hand down and bring your left arm over the top of your head, looking up underneath that armpit. Now placing the left hand down and bringing the right arm over the head, stretching the side body. Now moving on to all fours, coming into a tabletop position. Making sure your shoulders are in line with your hands and your hips in line with your knees. Moving through our cat and cow, we're going to inhale, arching the spine and tucking the head under. Exhaling, dipping the spine, head forward for cow, repeating this movement, elongating the spine and decompressing it. Make your way back to a neutral spine. Bring your arms out in front of you, keeping your hips parallel to your knees, and bring your chest to your mat, placing your forehead on the ground. Or if you would like to advance this pose, bring your chin to the ground. Extended puppy dog. This pose provides a deep shoulder stretch. Embrace this stretch and breathe into it. Taking a deep inhale and coming up back onto all fours on the exhale. Shuffle towards the front of your mat, coming into our hero pose. Kneeling with your hands on your knees. Now you can stay here if you wish, or you can make sure there's enough room behind you and slowly lean back, coming onto your elbows. You can tip your head all the way back, looking behind you. This is a variation of reclined hero pose, Supta Virasana. Focus on the rising and the falling of your tummy, your puku. Breathing into the stretch in your quadriceps. And when you are ready, lifting your head up first, giving yourself a moment before coming up onto your hands. And moving back into a tabletop position. Tuck your toes under and gently lift your knees off the ground, engaging the core, just hovering here for a moment. Warming up the legs, bringing some heat to the body. Now imagine a string is tugging at your hips, holding them to the sky into our downward facing dog. Now bending one knee at a time, deepening the stretch into the calf muscles, pedaling the feet out. Lift your right leg into the sky, three-legged dog. Make sure you're keeping your hips square to the mat, but pushing that foot as high up as you can. Bend at that knee, stacking your hips, and release that foot onto the mat, bringing your right arm into the sky. Bringing the arm back down and releasing back into our three-legged dog. Tucking that right knee into the chest, hovering and pushing it back up into three-legged dog, and releasing into downward facing dog. Now lifting the left leg into three-legged dog, keeping the hips square, pointing the toes. Now bending at the knee, stacking your hips on top of one another and bringing that foot down to the mat behind your other foot. Bringing the left arm into the sky and bringing it back down, coming into three-legged dog. Bend at the knee, tucking it into the chest, tensing the core, and pushing it back up to three-legged dog. Release, downward dog. Slowly walk towards your hands, taking 4 steps, keeping the legs as straight as possible, keeping your hands on the mat. Come into a forward fold at the top of your mat. Place your hands on opposite elbows and take some swings from side to side, lengthening through the spine, deepening the stretch in the hamstrings. Come back to center, release the hands to the mat, and take a moment here to reset. Now bending at the knees, bringing the hands into the sky, looking up at them, and bringing your hands to heart center. Take a moment here to feel the beating of your heart and to breathe deeply again. Remember the intentions you made for this practice and bring that back to focus. Taking a deep breath in, bringing your hands out above you, taking a little back bend, hinging at the hips, bringing the hands to your mat. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Placing your hands on the mat, step back behind you, coming into a plank, and take a chaturanga. Untucking the toes, lifting the chest up for a baby cobra. Coming back up onto your hands again, untucking the toes, pushing the hips to the sky, downward dog. Lift one foot into three-legged dog, bend that knee and bring that foot between your hands. Follow with the other foot. Forward fold at the top of your mat. Bend the knees, bring the hands to the sky, palms together at heart center. Take a moment to reset and when you're ready, bring the hands to the sky, take a baby back bend, hinge at the hips, forward fold, inhale, halfway lengthen, exhale, forward fold, step or jump back into plank position, and take a chaturanga. Untuck the toes, coming into a full cobra this time on your hands. Take a deep breath here, embracing the stretch in the spine. Looking up towards the sky. Push the hips to the sky for your downward facing dog. Lift one leg into the sky, three-legged dog. Bend at the knee, bringing that foot between the hands, and follow with the other foot. Forward fold. Inhaling, bending the knees and bringing the hands to the sky and anchoring them at heart center. Take another moment to reset and focus on your pranayama, your breathing. Turn sideways on your mat, coming into the center. Balancing on one foot, bring the other foot up towards your hip, bending at the knee. Now you can stay here if this is as far as you can go, or you can take a forward fold. This is a deep hip opener. If you can't quite reach the ground, you can use a yoga block. Focus on where it is tight or where your body needs attention and breathe into that spot, releasing. When you are ready, come back up to standing and release that foot. Bring your feet wide and feet slightly pigeon-toed to protect the knees, taking a wide-legged forward fold. Slowly bring the feet back together and come up to a standing position. Lift to the other foot this time, placing it just next to your hip. Remembering you can stay here if you wish, or you can take that forward fold, placing a yoga block underneath your hands if you cannot reach the mat. Focus on relaxing the hip to deepen the stretch and get the most out of this pose. Come back up to standing, release that foot and take another wide-legged forward fold. Planting one hand on the mat, bring the other hand into the sky, looking up, providing a gentle twist in the spine. Release that hand back to the ground and swap hands, looking up into the sky. And release to the mat, taking a wide-legged forward fold once more, bringing the hands to the outsides of the ankles. Move your hands to your left foot, bending at that knee and coming up into a warrior two. Flipping the palms up briefly to release the shoulder tension. This is a very strong pose. Focus on the good energy and the positive vibrations that you give this earth. Bring your back arm behind your body, front arm over the head, reverse warrior. And return to warrior two. Straighten that front leg and tip towards it like a teapot into our triangle pose, looking up at the arm in the sky. Inhale, and on the exhale, draw yourself back up to center and transition into a wide-legged forward fold. Move your hands towards your right foot, bend at that knee and come up into a warrior two. Flip the palms up briefly to release the tension in the shoulders and look over that front hand. Tip back, bringing your back arm behind your body, front arm over the head, reverse warrior. And return to warrior two. Straighten that front leg and tip towards it into our triangle pose, looking up at that hand in the sky. Inhale, and on the exhale, come back up to center and take a wide-legged forward fold. Move your hands towards your right foot, bend at that knee, and bring the back foot forward, coming into a forward fold at the top of your mat. Take a bend at the knees and engage the core. Bring your hands up into the sky, into our chair pose. Feeling the gentle heat in your thighs, the strength of your body. When you are ready, very slowly lower yourself to the mat, coming onto your back. Tucking the knees into the chest, we're going to rock from side to side, gently massaging the spine. Returning to center, we're going to bring our knees out wide with our feet together for our Supta Baddha Konasana, our reclined bound angle pose. Placing one hand on your heart and one hand on your tummy, your puku. Feeling the deep inhalations and exhalations, rising and dropping the stomach. Feeling your heart beating strong in your chest. Imagining with every inhale, you're inhaling in good energy, and with every exhale, you're exhaling sunshine. Concentrating on that point in between your eyes, bringing your focus towards that spot, and imagine you are in a place that you love. You can stay here for as long as you like, but if you are ready, gently start wiggling the fingers and toes, open those eyes, and make your way up into our easy pose, our cross-legged position. Taking a moment here to catch your breath and to refocus on the intentions you brought to this practice. I hope you feel grounded, and I hope you feel gratitude for your body. Sending you love and light. Namaste.